Well, good morning today. I'm trying to be like Birdie. Well, good morning. No, how does she do that? Hello, my friends. That's Birdie's tagline, though. I can't use that one. Good morning. Today is Monday, January 28th. The kids didn't have school because the weather was supposed to be so bad. It is 11:15 and it's not even snowing. And the funny thing is they only had a half day today because of midterm finals. So they could have went to school. I know it's a little cold. They're going to have the rest of the week off probably because we are supposed to get 5 to 7 inches of snow tonight. And so that'll kind of make it a delay because it seems like it's going to be delayed now. Where my daughter works, she says it's already started snowing and she's probably about a half hour west of me. So it's coming. I know it's coming. But they still could have went to school. But the actual temperature on Wednesday, Carrie can relate because hers was the other morning, Saturday. I think she was 28 below. We're supposed to be 15 degrees below when the school starts with a 35 below wind chill, which I know like in Minnesota and Wisconsin, they've been dealing with that all week. But you know what they had last week, we have this week. So they I can kind of foresee what our weather's going to be by watching their weather. But so I don't think the kids will have school this week at all, is I guess my point. But anywhooser, we have a birthday today. It's Maddie's birthday, so you know she gets a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maddie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I think she lives in Pennsylvania, which is they'll get this weather later in the week. That's the way it works. It goes this way. It comes down from Canada. Thank you for my Canadians. All right, what do I call them? Canada. No, I forget what I call them. Canadian? Canada? No. See, I forgot what I call you guys. Remind me. Remind me. Canada. Oh, Canada. Canadians. But anyhow, I know I'm being silly today. Anyhow. So, I did tell you about Jim, yeah, making the noise downstairs. I think I did, or did I do it on the other video? I think I did it on my other video, because I did a tag video. Jim is resanding our park bench. I don't know what you call it. It's not a park bench, but it looks like a park bench from outside, because he's going to eventually do Christy's dining room table, but he wanted to practice on the park bench. So he's down there, and so it'll get a little noisy. I apologize. But I have a new subscriber whose birthday was earlier this month, and so she missed out on a birthday song, but I don't want her to have to wait all the way till next year just because she joined a little bit late. So her name is Amy Green, and her birthday was on January 3rd. If I have any new subscribers that their birthday was in January, they don't have to wait till next January. Let me know right now. If it was December, I apologize. You're going to have to wait. But if you tell me before the 31st that your birthday was this month, I'll sing to you. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, dear Amy. Amy Green. Happy belated birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I do like to sing, and I do think that you should celebrate your birthday, you know, because you only get one a year. Sometimes that's enough. Or you can be like me and celebrate the whole month. Or unfortunately, be like me and celebrate from September 7th all the way to the end of the year in December and gain so much weight, because that's where I gained most of my weight, was between my birthday and December, because I gained probably 10 or 15 pounds. And that was sad. So now I'm working to get it off. But anyhow, I am going to try something different again this week. I started off being like an intermediate faster, and I would only eat 2 meals a day, and then eventually I worked myself up to now I eat 3 meals a day. But see, now I think stepping back and looking, always looking, because my word for the year is reflect. So I'm trying to reflect on what I'm doing wrong. And what I think I'm doing wrong, which I know I'm doing wrong, because even my girlfriend Kathy had told me when we went out to breakfast on Fridays, she just is amazed at how much food I have on my plate. And I guess It does seem, well, it doesn't seem like it. It is a lot. It is a lot of food on my plate. But the fact is that I make that big old plate, and then it takes me a couple hours to eat it because I don't eat it all at once. I'll eat the hot stuff first, you know, like the toast and the bacon, and I'll probably eat the egg at that point. But the fruit I munch on all afternoon until it's lunchtime. So I don't sit down and eat all that much food at one time. But I think what I'm going to try to do this week is I'm going to still eat my 3 meals. I'm going to try to get a snack in, and I'm going to have smaller portion sizes at each meal. I think my portion sizes, even though they're 0 points, they're still calories. I need to cut back on that, so that's my plan for the week. And I'm going to start with my breakfast, having just a bowl of oatmeal with some cranberry juice and a cup of tea. Which is like a normal breakfast for normal people. But for me, if you've watched me, you see I put so much more on my plate than that. And so I'm going to really rethink that. Another thing I'm going to rethink, and I wanted to thank Pamela M, because she went and got some Suzy Q's and she put it in a nutritional tracker. And when I scan the box, it shows 12 points. When I put it in the app, it shows 7 points. But as so many of you pointed out, they have more cream now, and it's probably a little bigger of a cake. But anyway, Pamela M put all the nutritional information up, and she came up that it was 13 points. Okay, I think I'm rethinking my Suzy Q's. I really am. I know I say I'm going to eat what I want when I want. I'm going to have myself a treat once a week and that. But I think I'm going to try to rethink a healthier, still good treat, but not go crazy. Because I don't know that I want to give up 13 points for a Suzy Q. My mind is changing each day. You know, I'm always changing. I'm never going to give up my treats. I'm never going to give up my treats. But, you know, I'm going to rethink the Suzy Q's. So that's my plan. But I wanted to thank Charlotte Askew, A-S-K-E-W. She gave me a really good quote. And it's, if we do not change our direction, we are likely to end up where we are headed. That's my theme for today. I'm going to change my direction. I'm going to change my direction of my thinking. I'm going to realize that I need to eat smaller portions. I have to be truer to my measuring. I have been making like a half a cup of cottage cheese, but if I'm going to be honest, it was a little heaping half a cup of cottage cheese. My oatmeal, I've said, is like a half a cup of oatmeal, and it's been a heaping. It's still in the half a cup thing, but you know what I mean. You want to like level it off, and I just like scoop it. And if it's a little bit over, I think it's a little bit over. It's not going to hurt. No, I'm going to be truer to my measuring this week. So I'm going to be truer to my measuring, and I'm going to eat smaller meals. That's my goal for the week. So, all right, even that noise is starting to bother me. So I am going to end this right now, but I'm not ending it for the day. Don't go anywhere. I'll show you my breakfast. I'll show you my lunch. I'll show you my snack. I'll show you my dinner. I think we're going to have spaghetti for dinner. Yeah, I think we're spaghetti. So I'll figure all that into my points. And another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to use my weeklies, because just because they're there doesn't mean I have to use them. If I'm full, I'm full. I'm not going to just use them just because they're there. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys at breakfast. You see all my birdies. They're getting ready to make their little homes in their little house. Because they're saying, hey, it's going to be cold. I don't know if you can see that. They're all saying, let's all get in here and get warm. It's cold outside. It's going to snow. But wait a minute, we got to eat. Let's go eat. It's their own little personal little bed and breakfast. But soon enough, we're supposed to get 7 inches of snow today, but as you can see, not that much right now, but it is starting to blow. We're starting to get a little bit of snow. But I always think it's so cool. They're getting ready to pat down their little area because they want to make sure that they can get in there when it gets really bad later on today. Well, it's time for breakfast, and I told you I'm going to try to eat less food at each sitting. That's my goal for the week. So I'm going to have some raspberry tea and my oatmeal. I wanted to thank Donna Pizzola. She gave me this book, and that's where I'm going to get my quote from today. I usually get them from weightlossstruggles.com. Is usually where I go online. But I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. The quote I got out of this book was, and it doesn't list a person to give credit to, so Donna, you get all the credit. All you want to achieve is possible. All you have to do now is to work hard. 23 smart points, 4 points for my half a cup of oatmeal, that's dry oatmeal. 1 point for a quarter cup of 2% milk, and 0, oh, I forgot to get my dry cranberry juice out. My cranberry juice, my tea, and my water. Let's go get the juice out of the fridge. Gonna move some stuff around. There it is. This is my diet cranberry juice for 0 points. So there we go. Let's go eat breakfast. Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you. I'm going to have a cup of tea, a slice of toast, and egg and banana. When I figure out the points, I'll let you know. Well, the birdies are all underneath in there trying to stay warm. They haven't started patting out the thing because, as you can see, they can still get in there. But their feeders are filling up with snow. I'm going to have to go out and brush it off. Probably when Jim goes out there. But you can't really see that it's snowing. Let me take you out through the back door where the screen's not in the way. Okay, all you people that live in the South and in California and Arizona, look at your missing all this great snow. Doesn't that look cool? You're probably just sitting in a bathing suit, not all bundled up. Okay, when I have my dinner, I'll show you. But for my lunch, I had a teaspoon of peanut butter for 1 point, a slice of wheat toast for 2 points, and 0 for my egg, banana, and tea. So it was 3 points. That left me with 15 points. I'm going to have a salad with tomato and a glass of water for 0. 3 points for half a cup of spaghetti sauce. It's ragu sauce. 5 points for a cup of spaghetti. And 1 point for 8 ounces of sugar-free lemonade, and 1 point for my 2 tablespoons of Panera dressing. It's a 10-point dinner. I have 5 points left. Okay, here's my dinner: my spaghetti, lemonade, and my salad with my Panera dressing and my measuring spoon. Well, as you can see, I'm looking forward to Saturday, so it'll be warm again. It's going to be cold for the next couple days. Of course, I'm not telling the people that live in Minnesota and Wisconsin and the Dakotas anything new, even in Montana. They know that's cold, but whatever's there comes this way, and so now we're getting it. So they probably won't have school for the next couple days because of the weather. Where I live, there's a lot of back dirt roads, and so the buses can't get down there until they're plowed. And so they might not even have school tomorrow. But once again, Cindy teaches in the same district, so she'll have it off too. But Anita, this is for you. I found a channel doing Kelly's collab, and maybe you watched it too, about our top 5 foods, and it's called Twitter Padded Mama. And the reason I think you'll like her is because I think you've met your match. She loves Disney. So I don't know where she lives, but she said she loves to go to Disneyland and Disney World and all of that. So I'm thinking she lives in California. I never saw her channel before until the collab, and I watch it faithfully now. I love it. It's just, she's fun. She is fun. And she talks about Disney. So check out her channel. The dinner was very filling. What was funny though is because when I heated it up, when I took it out of the freezer, I told Jim, I says, well, we're going to have spaghetti tonight. And he says, oh, that's good. And then once it thawed, I realized it really wasn't spaghetti, it was meatballs, because I had made meatballs before and it froze the meatballs and put a little bit of tomato sauce in there so that the meatballs would not cling together. I'm not a big fan of meatballs. So you didn't notice any on my plate because I didn't eat them. But Jim loved them. So I had some ragu in the cupboard, in the pantry. So I added the ragu into the sauce when I was heating it up. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it. And I'm trying to eat more out of my freezer and through my pantry. Especially with this weather, I didn't really want to drive anywhere. So we're going to be eating out of the freezer again tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to have, but we'll have something. Obviously, I'm not going to starve. Look at this. This is not a starving person. Jim's out with all the neighbors. They're all out there shoveling snow at the same time, which is kind of cool. That way they can all keep an eye on each other. And I don't know if the plows haven't come down our street yet. They probably won't come down till maybe tomorrow night, maybe Wednesday, because we're one of the last subdivisions that get plowed. But we might get plowed earlier because tomorrow is our garbage pickup day. So they might do it just because of that. And then I'm on a bus route, so that helps too. And so we'll see. But the only bad thing about that is Jim will have everything all, you know, shoveled, and then the plows will come and then bury it back in again, and we'll have to get the snow blower out again to dig our way out of so we can get out of our driveway. But anyway, it's getting cold, and it's getting colder, and I'm just hoping we don't lose power. Well, most of our wire lines are underground, but then they could freeze too, so you just never know. So other than that, nothing else to talk about. I had fun doing the tag. I love doing tag videos. They're just right up my alley. I love doing them. But okay, give the video a like. I know, isn't that abrupt? That was so abrupt. You should just like ease into it. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. I'm going to be closing up my video. Give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share if you think somebody might want to watch it. So I'll talk to you guys in the morning.